prepare for liftoff.
Hello football fans and welcome to our second FA Cup quarter-final tie of the day between Leicester City and Chelsea. Who's going to come out and join the other teams in the semi-finals? We're about to find out. We're here at the King Power Stadium for our quarter-final match in the FA Cup between Leicester City and Chelsea. Leicester City, we know what they can do against top four teams. They got Vardy with that pace and they got creativity in that midfield to cause any team problems. Chelsea went and showed what they can do by beating Man City. Yes, it was at home and Man City didn't have the greatest night out, but they still performed and they came out the dominant team. As I said, Jamie Vardy with that pace up front. He loves holding that last defender and breaking the line. Can he do that today? Can he come out triumphant against this Chelsea team who's been doing very well this season under Frank Lampard? What's going to happen? Who's going to join the other teams in the semi-finals? For Leicester City, we have Schmeichel, Pereira, Evans, Chilwell, I don't know the other defender's name, Tielemans, Ndidi, Maddison. Perez, Vardy and Barnes. I mean, that's a good midfield. That's a good creative midfield. Ndidi strong there, holding that position just in front of the centre-backs and giving that extra defensive cover. Chelsea on the other hand, let's see. They've got Kepa in goal, always. Azpilicueta, Zuma, Rudiger, Alonso, decent back four. Kante, Jorginho, Kovacic, Willian, Giroud and Mount. This is going to be a team that changes next season. Obviously they got Werner coming in, Hakim from Ajax. So they got decent players coming in and maybe even Chilwell. That would be a sad loss for Leicester, who's lost a lot of top players over the last few seasons after they won that Premier League title. But what can they do here in the FA Cup? Jamie Vardy to get us going. Barnes on the ball. Chilwell, the man who could be joining this Chelsea team. Ndidi. Maddison with that immense quality. Tielemans. Pereira. If you look at the ability in this midfield, they are creators. They can create a lot of things here and a lot of problems for this Chelsea team. Pereira, Perez, Tielemans, Vardy. Not the position he wants to be in. He wants to be running through the middle there. Rudiger, Jorginho. Spreads it wide for Azpilicueta on the ball. Giroud, you can see him running in the middle there. He just doesn't have that pace. Willian on the ball. Azpilicueta. Willian. Azpilicueta with the ball in, but no one there to meet it. Tielemans is now breaking for Leicester. Ndidi on the ball. Holds it up to get support. Pereira. Back to Ndidi. Barnes on the ball. Chilwell. It's going to be interesting to see if Chelsea have the funds to get him. They're going to have to sell players to raise the funds since they've already spent a lot of money on the two players they've acquired. And there's talk that Kante could be going to Madrid. So there could be a little bit of funds that they raise. Ndidi, Maddison. Also a lot of talk about Maddison leaving, but why would you leave? Decent table position. You've got Champions League football. So, I mean, as a player, why leave? You've got everything. Yes, it's not a big club. No offense to Leicester, but I don't see him leaving. He's got everything he needs here. Perez with the ball in, and it's cleared for a corner kick for Leicester. Obviously, there's not going to be any fans in the stadium. There's no atmosphere, just the fake atmosphere they create. Not real atmosphere. They're known to love from the Premier League. Maddison to put this ball in. Great ball in. Ooh. Oh, good shot. Good volley on the return, but it is blocked by the Chelsea defender. Alonso. Rudiger. Alonso now. Kovacic. Mount. Alonso. Kovacic. Jorginho. Gives it back to Alonso. Chelsea working their way forward slowly. Alonso. Kovacic. Kante. A man that could be sold. Willian. There's talk of him joining Barcelona at one point. Offside. Country mile offside. And that ball should have come earlier. There. That is the easiest offside decision this linesman's ever had to make. And it's back with this Chelsea team. Jorginho spreads it here for Willian. Willian could have backheeled it there to Kante, but he decided not to. Azpilicueta. Kante now. Kante puts a decent ball in. And it's headed out by the Leicester player for a Chelsea corner. He had to get something on that because Mason Mount was right behind him to head anything home that he didn't get to. Willian, what can he provide here? He's got the short free kick if he wants it. Nope. And it's cleared by Leicester. Perez here could take it out. It's with Tielemans, Perez. Kante is doing good defensive blocking there. Tielemans, Ndidi, Barnes. Can Madison spread it here to Chilwell? He can. Madison all the way back to the guy whose name I cannot pronounce. I'm gonna have to Google that, how to pronounce it. Perez. That was a great spread there. Pereira, and he loses possession. Kovacic, Rudiger, Jorginho, Mount, Kovacic, Mount, Alonso, Jorginho, Alonso, Kovacic, spread it here for Kante. Kante with the good ball if Mount can get to it, just too much on it. Mount doesn't have that bursting pace to get to a ball like that. Evans on the ball, Pereira, Ndidi, Tielemans, Ndidi, Barnes, Madison with the spread here, but too much on it. Couldn't find Perez. And Alonso with the throw-in. And he throws it forward here. What can Mount do? Back to Alonso. Kovacic. Jorginho. Kante. Seems as though this half is going to end as it started. 0-0. Vardy spreads it here, but too much on it. Not much added time here and nothing to really speak about. No incidents in this first half. Vardy holding the ball up, but he gives it to the Chelsea defender. And that's it for the first half. If things stay this way, we're going to be going to extra time. But let's hope there's goals in the second half. And we're back here for the second half. Not much to split these two teams. Possession is 50-50. Leicester had one shot, whereas Chelsea had no attempts. So hopefully there's a bit more action in the second half to keep us entertained. And it's on with Kante, Willian. Kante, can he put something forward to challenge this Leicester defense? Willian. There's too much working the ball around in front of the defenders. Easy for this Leicester team to see what's coming. And same can be said for Chelsea. Most of the players in front of their midfield line. So it's easy to cut out and read what's coming. Kante here, can he get a ball in? There we go. Here comes the ball in. Schmeichel with his hand on it. And Kante gets it going again. Madison, can they break here at the pace? Barnes. 5 defenders back there for Chelsea. There's no way that that Leicester team was getting through it. Jamie Vardy has been quiet this match. Nothing much in terms of chances on goal. Alonso. Mount offside. They need to do better than this if they have any hopes of snatching a goal here and winning this match. Very close call there, but still offside. He shouldn't be offside. Kante, Willian, Jorginho, Giroud, Willian. Great work here by Willian. Can he get a ball into a box? He can, but it is cleared by the Leicester defense. And Leicester can break here with Perez. 5 Chelsea players back and only 1 player in front of Perez. That's bad work by this Leicester team. They need a break. They've got Vardy, they got Tielemans, they got Madison, they got the pace. Spread here for Perez. Tielemans. Pereira. Perez. Perez! Ooh! Nearly snuck in there, but the hand from Kepa gets it over the bar. Giroud off with Abraham for a bit more pace and more of a presence in the box. He's got that ability to get past this defense that's been holding him back. By him, I mean Giroud back. Giroud didn't have a sniff on goal. Madison coming to the corner to take it. Hopefully he can put a better ball in than he has been putting in. What can he do from this position? 5 Leicester players in the box. Can he find one of them? No. He cannot. But it's coming back here. Leicester starting to build the pressure on this Chelsea backline. But will it pay off? Pereira. Perez. Ndidi. Tielemans. Ndidi. Brick wall. He ran into a brick wall. A literal brick wall there. Kante. Back to Rudiger. Azpilicueta. Kante. Kante with the little sidestep to get past. Willian on the ball, but he goes all the way back to Jorginho. Kovacic on the ball. Abraham. Mount. Good young front line here, besides for Willian. This Chelsea team has a lot of youth, quality youth that they can start bringing through. I mean, Hudson-Odoi, Mount, you've got Gilmore, so much quality. They just need to get them in at the right time, and hopefully Lampard has the ability to do that. He's still a young coach, still a new coach. Madison, Barnes, Chilwell, Barnes. Ooh, great slide tackle there by Azpilicueta. And if things carry on like this, it looks like this match is going to go to extra time. And maybe even penalties. Pratt. Madison, Ndidi, Vardy, Pratt. I'm just going to call him Pratt. I don't know what that little E is. Barnes on the ball. Oh, great work there. In the box. And Chilwell's offside. Such a shame there. Well worked by Barnes to get into the box. And that's very close call there. Very, very close call there by the linesman. And Chilwell's back on the ball. Kante with the slide tackle, but it's still with Chilwell. Barnes. Madison, can he produce something? And he puts a foot on it last to go out for a goal kick. Barnes coming off and Damari Gray coming on. Some pace here for the Leicester team. But does he have the quality to break down this Chelsea team who has been resilient? Same as this Leicester team. Both teams have been very good in defense. And it's going to take something special to win this match. And if there's nothing special, then we're going to go see penalties. Azpilicueta, Kante, Jorginho, Abraham, Kante, back to Jorginho. Oh, Chilwell on the ball. Suyunchu. That's what I'm going to call him, Suyunchu. Willian gets the ball in. Kante directly into the path of the goalkeeper. Right down his throat. Easy for him to gather. And that's it for the second half. We are going to be going into extra time now. And if not, it will be decided on penalties. And we're back here for the first half of the extra time. Can one of these teams snatch a goal and probably go on to win it? Or is it going to go be decided in penalties? We're about to find out. Iheanacho on for Leicester. Vardy off. Pratt. Ndidi. Pereira. Madison. Madison with a good spread here to Perez. Can he get a decent ball in? He wins it back after a horrible pass attempt. Madison. Chilwell. Madison. Great ball here for Perez. Iheanacho. Ooh. Great goalkeeping there. Great attempt by Iheanacho. But you expect the goalkeeper to save it in that tight angle. Great attempt by Kepa. Great goalkeeping. Madison, poor ball in. It's now with Mount, Azpilicueta, Kovacic, straight forward to Abraham, Barkley, Mount, Abraham with some room to run into here. He's got support. He dribbles, but he couldn't get past the defender. Jorginho. What can Jorginho do here? Abraham holding the ball up slightly. Barkley. Jorginho to Abraham. Mount. Abraham has already done much better than Giroud. He's had more touches. He's coming towards the ball to try get that ball to feet so he can create problems for this Leicester backline. We're nearly at the end of the first half of extra time. Pratt, Gray, Madison. We haven't seen much of Gray since he's come on. Madison spreads it here for Perez. And that's it for the first half of extra time. It's looking like it's going to go to penalties. But will it? And we're back here for the second half of extra time. Neither of these teams have caused enough problems for the goalkeepers. Leicester's had the 2 shots on target and Chelsea's had 1 shot on target. Iheanacho coming the closest to scoring. But still, Kepa should have had that and he did. Abraham. Barkley. Abraham. Oh, just behind him. Jorginho. Willian. Chilwell in defense there. Holding him up slightly. Oh, good ball in. Very good ball in. Perez on it. Ndidi. Pratt. Madison, what can he do? Ndidi on the ball. Evans. Madison. Gray. Iheanacho. What can he do? He's already caused problems for Kepa. Iheanacho. Goal! Leicester have come in the second half of extra time with Iheanacho coming in and scoring the goal. He already caused problems in that first half of extra time, and now he has scored a goal. It's Leicester 1, Chelsea 0, and if they can hold it, they will go through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Great goal there. Great goal. Kelechi Iheanacho. Great goal by him. Leicester have caused more problems for the goalkeeper, albeit only 2, but they've had 3 shots on target and now 1 of them have gone in. Chelsea running out of time here to do anything. If they want this to go to penalties, they're going to need to create something in these last dying minutes. Can they do it? Kovacic, Pedro. 2 minutes of extra time, and that's all Chelsea have to try get it back. Pedro, ball in, but it's out, and that should be it. Leicester should win it now. Gray. And that's it. The match has ended thanks to an Iheanacho goal in the second half of extra time. And that's it for this FA Cup quarter-final match. Leicester come out on top over Chelsea. It was a hard-fought match. It had to go to extra time where Iheanacho scored that goal in the second half of extra time. Great match, but Chelsea just didn't challenge the goalkeeper of Leicester, Kasper Schmeichel, enough. And therefore, it looks like Leicester will be going through to the semi-final. But let's go through to the real match and see if they actually do progress or if Chelsea progress. If that's not what you want to watch and you want to watch the Watford match versus Southampton in the Premier League, just go check on my channel. That's about to go live. Until then, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can see all the other matches on my channel. I mean, why not? I'm pretty entertaining, I think. Anyway, until then, peace.